Molly McCann decided to hang up the gloves, and her friend and teammate Paddy Pimblett admits that it was a tough moment to process. McCann announced her retirement Saturday at UFC Fight Night 255 in London after a submission loss to Alexia Thainara on the main card. Her decision signaled the end of a prominent career in British MMA and the end of what once was a power couple of sorts in the sport, McCann and Pimblett. The two have been nearly inseparable since Pimblett joined the UFC in 2021. Both fighters hail from Liverpool, England, and train at Next Generation MMA. They've shared many cards and memorable moments. That's why it was hard for Pimblett to see his good friend say farewell to the sport. Heartbreaking night last night watching my big sister retire, Pimblett wrote on Instagram. Been there with her from the start and will always be there. This may be the end of her fighting career, but it's far from the end of mine and her friendship. That's till death do us part. UKMMA women's legend, first English woman to get a win in the UFC and has one of the best knockouts in women's UFC and combat sports history. Her legacy will live on forever. Emotional isn't even the word for last night, but even when I was crying, the meatball will never fail to make me laugh when she said, "Haven't done bad for a lesbo who was working in Subway, have I? Love you at Meatball Molly and always will me big sis." McCann, 14-8 MMA, 7-7 UFC, retired with 14 fights under the UFC banner, a run that extended from 2018 to 2025. Although she walks away 1-4 in her past 5 fights, McCann was able to pick up 4 $50,000 performance of the night bonuses and logged notable wins over Ariane Lipski and Priscilla Cachoeira during her UFC run.